Hi, my name's Brenda Green, and my company is Perceptive Healings. I created Intuitive Masterminding, and everything that I work on is a build up toward that course itself so that you can develop your foundation, your self-care, self-wellness in a much more embodied way. And then when you have those skills and those abilities in place and you've bridged some of the gaps that are there that have prevented you from using your intuitive skills before, it allows us to step into the Intuitive Masterminding Intensive Course. So when we start off in Perceptive Wellness Club, it starts in September every year and it runs through the full 4 seasons. That way you're experiencing these habits in each season and are able to continue to adapt to whatever's going on, holidays, people, everything that takes place. A lot of people stay in the community of Perceptive Wellness Club. They take it again and continue to evolve the habits and evolve themselves and stay in community with the people that are on that same path. It makes it much easier to maintain this kind of lifestyle. A lot of times the people we are with in our lives are doing other things. There are some of them that they their family begins to come into this way of being also just by it being modeled to them and seeing how much the person is benefiting from this from the self-care and the self-wellness abilities. This is a time of self-discovery in these courses that I offer. So you can either stay in the group itself and continue, which my founding members are, many of them are still want to stay in the course itself. When you're ready, then you can move into the Intuitive Masterminding Intensive Course. And that is a second year online course with live calls, active practicing. It allows you to overcome anything that's what we would consider an obstacle to utilizing our intuitive abilities and our empath skills. If you don't know you're an empath, but you're a very sensitive person and a lot of the other people's energies overwhelms you, this is a good place to learn the tools to fully function without having so much of things outside draining your energy. So we have a lot of options for skill development, and practices and guided meditations that allow you to step more deeply into basically like your true self, the person that's always been there in you. I'm not here fixing things. I am giving you the tool set and the intuitive skills that you already have, and just learning how they show up in your life and how that's going to become an aligned action toward you, where your purpose is guiding you, to where being of service is guiding you. This is something that's important for those that are wanting to develop a foundation or wanting to support a foundation, wanting to support a cause. This gives you much more precise insight toward developing that, scaling it the way you need to scale it, and developing all the aspects of who's aiding in that foundation. So, and for those that are just working on a smaller scale within your family, within your community, within your church, your faith, any of those things where you feel like you are looking for the way to more intuitively provide, the way you want to intuitively provide information and service in a way that uplifts. And I want to also invite you into the Perceptive Healing Circle of Friends. That is a $35 one-time price, and there are live calls with very specific themes. Right now it's 6 calls a month, but I'm starting to increase it to one time a month. There are recordings, so anytime you've missed something, you can go back and listen to it. It's a lot of fun to keep in contact, have the opportunity to ask questions, especially those that are in the free course. It gives you a live avenue for questions. In winter and summer each year, I have an Intuitive You workshop. It's a 2-day event, and it is 3 hours, about 3 hours each day. And we do information and guided practices. And it's a good opportunity to see how well this resonates with you by being on a call like the Intuitive Workshop, the Intuitive You Workshop. So I offer some different opportunities to explore and see, does this meet your wellness goals? And the best way to really determine that too is to schedule the 45-minute wellness goals conversation with me. And that way we can discuss that, and we can, by myself listening very deeply and holding that space for you, we can together kind of collaborate, because this whole thing with me is always a huge collaboration. What your needs are, and see how well that aligns with what I offer. The additional gift I've decided to offer is I have reduced the pricing on my courses so that more people can access it. And I feel that's important. For me, it's more about extending these gifts and allowing more people to express themselves in a way that they may not have been able to, that have been, either suppressed or um, redirected into different directions, where you may have been more focused outward on other things rather than inward on your passions. This is a very precise way of tapping back into that passion that you hold and that you want to express into the world. So if that resonates with you, looking forward to hearing from you, and you're connecting with me. My main places I am are on YouTube, and I am beginning on Substack now as Intuitive Masterminding. You can find me on there as well. I will offer a free course online, but I will also set it up on YouTube so that you can have access here as well. If you have any questions, you can contact me, email me, so we can discuss during a free session to see what's next for you. Thank you for being here. I look forward to hearing from you.